live and local with coverage you can count on. This is WNEM TV5 News at 6.
Strong thunderstorms are moving through our area right now, and so far they've left behind some minor damage as they have moved across mid-Michigan. It is much clearer now as we take this live look over the Tri-City and Flint than it did 20 minutes ago. And in that time, we've received multiple reports of wires down and trees falling from those strong storms, causing power outages throughout the area. Good evening. I'm Cameron Rebel.
And I'm Elena Holland. So glad you could join us for your news at 6. Meteorologist Chris Easlick is in the First 4 and 5 Weather Center. So, Chris, when is this all going to start to let up?
It looks like we have the threat of showers and thunderstorms through the night tonight. Now, this round that's currently moving through early this evening will likely see a bit of a break after that finally moves through, but there is more development off to our west, and it will be with us all the way through tomorrow morning. Let's get a look at your First 4 and 5 pinpoint Doppler radar right now, and I want to show you the big picture first because we just did a Facebook Live, and everyone is asking about their hometown. If you are along US 127 around the Midland area, now around Bay City, and even into parts of Saginaw County now, you are in the clear. Really not a whole lot of activity there. The focus is now shifting into parts of Tuscola County, also eventually into Sanilac County and the northern side of Genesee and Lapeer County. And you see the way the storm system is showing itself right now. It's got sort of that bow and arrow look to it. And out ahead of that storm will likely have some gusty winds. So although there are no severe thunderstorm warnings currently in place right now, if you are in the thumb, you need to be taking shelter as these storms move through, not just because of the wind, but also the heavy rain and also the tremendous amount of lightning. We had a downpour on I-75 near Birch Run earlier, so much so that a viewer reported people were pulling off the road. It just kind of shows you we have some street flooding there as well, and plenty of reports of over an inch of rain. Some locations seeing nearly 2 inches of rain as these storms have moved through. We have reports of trees down. We also have just shy of 2 inches of rain in 40 minutes in parts of Saginaw County and Chesaning. Also reports of multiple trees and wires down in Chesaning. Also trees down in parts of Gratiot County near Bannister, and some trees down near the Marion Springs area. Now, again, we do have more showers and thunderstorms developing out to our west for tonight, so we're not done. We'll carry the low risk for severe weather into the overnight period tonight. We'll take you hour by hour on that coming up in just a bit.
Thank you, Chris. And of course, remember, you can get weather alerts sent straight to your phone. Just text First Warn 5 to 23765. That's a shortcut to download the TV5 weather app.
Developing news tonight, 7 American sailors are missing after their 2 vessels collided in Japanese waters.
The USS Fitzgerald warship collided with a Philippines merchant vessel in the waters off the Izu Peninsula in Japan.
The warship's captain and 2 sailors were medevaced away from the crash and are now being treated in the U.S. Naval Hospital in Japan. At last check, they were in stable condition.
And as for the missing men, the Navy is contacting their families, and officials say it's their priority to find them. 1 Japanese Coast Guard patrol ship and 1 helicopter are currently searching for the servicemen.
Stay with TV5 for continuing coverage on this developing story, on air, online, and on the TV5 mobile app.
In other developing news tonight, an Afghan soldier opens fire on troops in northern Afghanistan. At least 7 U.S. soldiers have been wounded in the attack. Investigators from Afghanistan's Ministry of Defense are looking into the incident. U.S. Special Forces have been fighting alongside Afghan troops against ISIS. And new tonight, as the mood in London has shifted from shock to anger as people demand answers after the deadly tower fire.
Residents are now asking how the fire started, how it destroyed their apartment, and how so quickly did it get out of control, and now who's to blame?
Now, police have examined the apartment where the fire started. They say there's no evidence it was started deliberately. However, there is a criminal investigation underway into the circumstances of the blaze.
At least 30 people were killed, 28 are still missing, and at this point are presumed dead.
Cardinal Vincent Nichols, the Catholic Archbishop of Westminster, conducted Mass today in a West London church to honor the victims of the Grenfell Tower fire. Several police officers were guarding the church as people arrived.
Stay with TV5 for continuing coverage on this story as well. We'll have it on air, online, and on the TV5 mobile app.
New tonight, a mistrial was declared this morning in Bill Cosby's criminal trial as the jury deadlocks. Jurors deliberated for 52 hours and asked 12 questions during their days of deliberations. But in the end, they told the judge they were not able to reach a unanimous decision on any of the 3 counts of aggravated indecent assault. The mistrial brings to a close one of the most high-profile sexual assault trials in years. The retrial is expected to be scheduled within 120 days.
A Michigan man shot multiple times during the Republican baseball team practice outside Washington has undergone an additional surgery. Matt Micah's family says he will remain in intensive care units at the George Washington University Hospital for at least the rest of the weekend. Doctors expect Micah will make a full recovery.
And a Flint native wins the WBC Silver Super Middleweight title. Clarissa Shields took on Sydney LeBlanc last night in the Detroit Brawl at the Masonic Temple. The two-time Olympic gold medalist jumped on LeBlanc from the opening bell with a bevy of punches. She continued to pierce the face of LeBlanc in the second, third, and fourth rounds with big bombs from all angles of the ring to showcase her boxing ability. This morning, Shields took to Facebook to post a little note about her win last night, saying, quote, "I'm getting all teary-eyed on the plane. God has been so good to me. Last night was beyond epic." And hear from Shields herself coming up in Sports Extra.
Meanwhile, people broke out their cowboy boots for today's annual Saginaw's 98 KCQ Country Music Fest. And that there is the sound of the Island Band as they kicked off the festival this morning on Ojibwe Island. Hundreds of families enjoyed some of the country music's hottest acts, a huge collection of classic cars, and of course some great food. Well, over $1 million has been donated to charitable causes in mid-Michigan as a result of the festival. This is the 26th year for the Music Fest.
In more local news, a community cleanup kicks off the mayor's beautification initiative, complete with a community celebration.
And as TV5's Ashlyn Hill found out, rain or shine, these volunteers say it is important to keep the environment we live in clean.
It's very important to live in a clean environment.
It's a wet and rainy Saturday, but that hasn't stopped a dedicated group of volunteers from showing up and trying to help clean up downtown Flint.
It's all a part of the mayor's beautification initiative. Volunteer groups adopt a block along Saginaw Street or Martin Luther King Jr. Avenue and try to spruce up their surroundings. Whether it's trimming weeds or clearing the walkways from debris and trash, volunteers took to the streets.
It is so cool because we live here and we're cleaning up the environment and we're walking around every day and we want it to look beautiful.
Jennifer Bigelow tells me this is her first time volunteering to clean up a block, and she thinks the city of Flint is very well deserving.
We want to walk around, we want to see it looks beautiful, we want the plants to look beautiful, we want the kids to love it, we don't want glass everywhere.
And the group she's volunteering with from Flint say they completely agree.
It's our area that, we live in, so we want to clean it as much as we can.
Everyone should, try to keep their environment pretty much clean.
Reporting in the Vehicle City, Ashlyn Hill, WNEM TV5.
And beautification awards will be given to recognize Flint residents that take pride in the upkeep of their property.
And to create a platform for those who go above and beyond the call of duty to make their homes and neighborhoods adorable, admirable, and attractive.
Still to come tonight at 6, a gruesome discovery leaves members of one congregation mourning the loss of one of their own.
Find out what has police investigating the death of a pastor.
And don't forget, if you have a tough question you'd like us to investigate, just give us a call at either of the two numbers you see on your screen. You can also email us at WNEM@WNEM.com or get a hold of us on Facebook.
And he may be best known for films like Footloose, but Kevin Bacon is also an accomplished musician, and his band is making a stop here in Michigan. Find out when and where you can see him perform.
I really love the Wake Up Show, and it's easy because we just have such great chemistry together in the morning, and I really like helping people start their day. Getting up at 3 a.m. can be hard enough, but I try to visit local schools around the region too, and before you know it, those can be pretty long days. I've found the best method to keeping myself focused is to eat well and also keep myself in shape. It takes a lot of work, but it's worth it to bring you the best forecast I can every single day. WNEM TV5 Wake Up. Coverage you can count on.
Your shopping list. It's as unique as you, and so is your Kroger.com. With easy ways to save, like digital coupons and weekly deals, plus lots of great suggestions. All personalized for you.
Because it's my list, loaded with savings.
Sign in to Kroger.com today.
Fire up the grill with fresh ground chuck for just $1.87 a pound, and pints of blueberries are 3 for $5.
When your family entrusts a loved one to a nursing home, you trust your loved one to their care. When that trust is broken, your family feels betrayed.
That's when our family can help.
Some nursing homes don't care, but we do.
We fight and win for families whose loved ones have suffered from nursing home neglect or abuse.
Call 1-800-CALL-SAM and get the birthing advantage now.
1-800-CALL-SAM.
It's not hard to make pizza like all the other guys. All you need is some wet tomatoes, a huge mound of flour, and a countertop filled with food. Then you pound out the dough, melt the cheese, and you get a pizza slider instead of a pizza. Then you sell those little pizza sliders for $1 each because you're Arby's and you don't sell pizza, you sell dollar sliders. Arby's, we have the pizza.
Well, whether it's raining in Saginaw or sunny in Flint, get the most accurate forecast for your hometown with the First Warn 5 team and WeatherBug.
A weekend-long event is back for its 39th year of food, music, and Greek heritage. The annual Greek festival takes place at St. Demetrius Church in Saginaw Township. There'll be authentic Greek cuisine served up fresh, plus Greek music, dancing, and face painting. The celebration of Greek culture kicked off yesterday and runs through tomorrow night.
And you could be 1 degree from Kevin Bacon as he and Michael Bacon get ready to perform in Bay City. You can see the Bacon Brothers at Winona Park at 7 p.m. The musical brothers have been together professionally for more than 20 years. Tickets are still available and range from $20 to $45.
Was that supposed to be a joke, a degree from Kevin Bacon?
A little bit.
Okay. Still to come tonight, it was a sea of purple umbrellas at the Minnesota Twins game last night.
Find out why this may have been the best giveaway by an MLB team this season. But first, here's Chris.
Cameron, Elena, thank you. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning now in effect for parts of Tuscola County and Sanilac County until 7 p.m. tonight. Main hazard associated with this, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Also, a tremendous amount of lightning and heavy rain will track these and when it all comes to an end. Coming up.
Lou Chevy is out to be the #1 Chevy dealer in the land. To be #1, we must have a huge inventory. Check. Over 700 new cars available. We have to have easy and transparent pricing. Check. Tagged on the lot and online. And some huge deals too. Like your pick, 2017 Chevy Traverse or Chevy Malibu. Both just $149 a month with 0 down. Give Patsy a chance to beat any deal and take your family to a Tigers game on us. Chevy, find new roads.
John was a forklift operator for years until he got sick and needed heart surgery. He was unable to work and had mounting medical bills. John applied for Social Security disability but was denied twice. That's when he called Disability Attorneys of Michigan for help. We fought hard and won John a monthly check. If you need disability benefits, call 800-949-2900 today.
We'll fight to win you the benefits you need. Call for a free consultation.
Need new tires? You pay what we pay, not a penny more. Find your LaFontaine Service Center at thefamilydeal.com today.
Can you hear it? This ice-cold Coke is calling you. I'm just $1 at McDonald's. Come get me. Don't let the ice-cold, deliciously refreshing Coke down. It's waiting for you, and the clock is ticking. So go now, like right now, and get any size soft drink for just $1. Only at McDonald's.
WNEM's First Warn 5 Pinpoint Doppler Radar is brought to you by Owen Moore Insurance Agency, your local auto owner's agent.
In other news across the nation, police are investigating after the body of a burned body that belonged to a pastor was found on the ground near his church. Oklahoma Reverend Michael Walworth was pronounced dead at the scene yesterday. The cause of that death is now under investigation as it is unclear if he was killed and then burned or was burned to death. There's no word on any possible suspects or motives. He was 55 years old.
And a heartbreaking loss of 4-year-old girl shot and killed at a home in South Carolina. Police believe she was shot accidentally by her 6-year-old sister. The coroner identified the little girl as Carly Mack. She died from injuries at the hospital. Police are still investigating to determine what exactly happened inside the home.
certified most accurate by Weather Rate. Now your First Warn 5 forecast with meteorologist Chris Eastlick.
All right, good Saturday evening, Mid-Michigan. Hopefully you've had a great week so far. We are starting to see more active weather as we head into the evening hours of tonight. We have a lot to talk about. Let's get right to it. First Warn 5 pinpoint Doppler radar live from MBS in 3D, where we have a new severe thunderstorm warning as in effect until 7 p.m. for parts of Tuscola and also through parts of Sanilac County. That is pretty much the entire central portion of Sanilac County here. If you're on the western side of Tuscola County in areas like Vassar, if you're around the Tri-Cities region in Saginaw and Bay City, the storm has now cleared your region. You are just fine, but if you're in any part of eastern Tuscola County and also through Sanilac County, you need to be taking shelter from these storms, even if we do not have a tornado warning. These are severe thunderstorm warnings for a lot of wind that will be moving through. We've had multiple reports of trees down, also tremendous amount of lightning, plenty of power outages as well. These are nasty thunderstorms, and we will continue to track this until it moves out over Lake Huron. Let's get a look at what's going on in the big picture outside, and we'll start you in the Saginaw area, where the last update with the temperature is 79 degrees, but a lot of these temperatures will be cooling off quite a bit as we start to see that rain fall in areas. We're certainly seeing the 80s right around the Flint area. That temperature will be falling here momentarily as well. Let's show you what's going on in Bay City, where we had a tremendous amount of rainfall earlier today, but it looks like now after these storms have started to pass, we're even seeing some sunshine poke through those clouds. So again, Bay City, Midland areas to the north and also to the west, you are in the clear. Let's get a look at Flint, where we're currently seeing some nasty thunderstorms in the area, darkening skies, and traffic on 75 looks like it's moving at least a little bit more slowly than it otherwise would be. A tremendous amount of rainfall on Birch Run. We had over an inch in a lot of locations as these storms move through. Let's get a look out at temperatures, or excuse me, let's go to a viewer photo. This one from Chesaning. Lori sent this one in of tree damage, and really just a big pop of wind out ahead of those thunderstorms that move through. And when we have those bow segments that we just showed you on the radar, you can always assume there are some pretty gusty winds out ahead of that. And now we'll look at the temperatures and just some of the differences that we're seeing. Flint, you were in the 80s at last observation. You're now down to 75. We are even in the upper 60s in Bay City, 72 Midland, 73 in Saginaw, and now where those storms are moving into the thumb, seeing very cooler air, or very cold air start to move in compared to where we have been earlier this week. Hour by hour we go. Let's track what's happening for the rest of tonight. 7 o'clock here. Notice those showers and storms right around where they are right now. We'll continue to push off to the east. We'll likely get a bit of a break here as the atmosphere again recharges itself. We'll get only a few scattered showers and thunderstorms as we go towards 11 o'clock tonight. Outside of that, things should be pretty quiet, but we will track storms all night long. Now, as we go towards early tomorrow morning, we are likely going to see more showers and thunderstorms move through as we head into the overnight period, and the same threat remains. Gusty winds, hail, and heavy rainfall are possible with any of these storms that move through this evening. We will be staffed throughout the night in case any of these trigger a warning like the thunderstorms this afternoon. As we head towards tomorrow morning, heavy rain and also some thunderstorms will be possible. As we go towards Sunday morning, we'll go through a bit of a break. Sunday morning, only a few isolated showers as we head into Sunday afternoon. The Sunday afternoon time period looks increasingly better. I really think the rain is going to be over by 4:30 p.m. and we'll actually see a fair amount of sunshine for tomorrow. So again, we do have that risk for severe weather in place through the night tonight into tomorrow morning. A marginal risk and a slight risk near I-69. Gusty winds, hail, heavy rainfall, and also a lot of lightning associated with these storms. The higher threat, though, is to our south during the overnight period. Your forecast for tonight, 68 degrees, mostly cloudy, showers and thunderstorms, some of those on the stronger side. And for your Father's Day, we're expecting temperatures to be a little bit cooler. We'll see a mix of upper 70s and lower 80s with a chance for showers and thunderstorms mainly through the first half of the day, and then a pretty nice afternoon. 7-day forecast shows you we are not expecting severe weather with any storms on Monday or Tuesday. A nice day Wednesday, more comfortable next week in the 70s.
So,
okay.
I was going to say, well, Dad's got the day off tomorrow because of all the rain, so he doesn't have to cut the grass or anything.
He's good tomorrow.
I'm just glad that the severe weather isn't going to shy away for a while.
Yeah, those were some dangerous thunderstorms, especially around the Chesaning area. Of course, if you have any photos or things like that, send them our way.
All right, thanks, Chris.
Yeah.
Well, still ahead on TV5 News at 6, it's Championship Saturday in high school sports.
Jason Fildra has the latest on the biggest plays from the local teams and their state title games coming up.